Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Mind Over Matter podcast. We just wanted to give you a quick rundown of who we are, what we're about, what the podcast is about, and why we started it. So, I'm Trevor. I'm the host. I got my co host over here, Kev. How you doing, Kev? You want to go real quick into why we started?
Sure, I'm phenomenal. Thank y'all for watching. So, Trevor and I were both in the Army together on Army Aviation. Got out about a year ago. And one thing that we quickly noticed is that there's a lack in the veteran community of just a place to share our stories and connect with each other. So, we learned then, too, that that's not even a veteran issue, that's a societal issue. For real, though. Like,
Yeah.
it's. It's not just veterans that are having problems sharing their stories, connecting, and finding like-minded people. So, we set out for this podcast to create a space where people can share their stories and relate to each other in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. And it all started with me when I got out of the Army. Um, or when I was getting out, I had some suicidal ideations. I almost pulled the trigger. I got to that point where I was so alone. I felt like I had to go, and I had nothing going for me. Lost, sold my house, was getting out of the Army, got divorced. It was just a tough time, and I was in that spot. I didn't know what to do with my life, didn't know where to go. And that once I got out of that mindset, it hurt me so bad to see other people still in that mindset. So me and Kevin really just, just through trial and error, found out the world needs more community, and the world needs to know that they're not alone. No one is alone. We're all here together. We all have similar problems, may not be exactly the same, but what happens to me, what happens to Kevin, may be useful to you. So that was our biggest thing. We just realized we need to get these stories out. We need to have a platform where everyone could share and everyone could talk openly with no judgment.
Another thing we're about too is not just providing a space for stories, but having a place where people can plan the rest of their lives. So we have a lot of entrepreneurs on here, a lot of people that have paved their own way. We we understand that there's a big kind of trend in society in general of not having a conventional 9 to 5 job, and we want people on the show that have pursued their own kind of path and that have really made it. So we have a lot of entrepreneurs on the show and people that aren't doing anything extraordinary, but that have paved their own way and did it in a way where we can all kind of learn from it and grow from it, maybe do the same thing too.
While also going through their own journey, having their own struggles, going through similar stuff, like I said, that we all go through. So I think everyone we have on the show can be a role model for someone in the world and can relate to someone in the world. There's people on our show that they go through the toughest of the tough, and it ain't easy to keep going. It really isn't. When you have your own son, kill themselves and say, "Don't even come to my service." It's pretty hard to keep pushing, let alone build your own business on top of that, and then strive to be better for your son. It's not easy. Some of the topics, some of the episodes are pretty hard to listen to. They're not the easiest subjects. Is the bottom line. That's why no one wants to talk about it. That's why it's not an open space. These are hard topics. No one wants to talk about a suicide rate, especially when it's continuously climbing. But we have to. It's a
We
bottom
have
line that we have to get to.
we have to. The reason this problem got so bad is because we haven't been talking about it. So we're not afraid to talk about hard subjects. We get into a lot of them. And we just want to say real quick is thank you to everyone who watched us and supported us so far. Um, if you or a loved one is having suicidal ideations, please text 988. I went to probably 20 funerals in my time in the army, and I would say probably 90% of them were problems that were solvable. They weren't issues that were so bad the world had to end, you had to take their own life. It's stuff that could have been prevented, and that person could still be alive right now. So please be a man, as we say, and reach out for help.
It was, like I said, I was in that position. It's a tough call. It is tough to reach your hand out and say, "Look, man, I don't even want to be here anymore." No one, no man, no man. I don't know the feeling of a woman. Maybe it is a woman feeling too. No one wants to admit that. It is a hard thing to admit. Saying, "Look, man, I don't even want to be here anymore to your family, your friends, anyone." That is hard. It's one of the hardest things I ever did, calling someone and then picking up the phone. But you have to do it because there's more to live for. There's more to be here for. Like Kevin said, text that suicide hotline 988. I've heard countless stories of how it's helped people personally and through the internet. You're not alone. Bottom line, you're not alone.
Exactly. So thank y'all for tuning in, and check out our latest episodes. We're getting into some tough topics. So
Yeah, if you want to be a guest real quick, there's a link on our website. You go there, sign up as a guest. Everyone has a guest podcast episode in them. They say everyone has a book in them. Everyone has an episode in them. We'd love to talk to people. That's what me and Kevin do best, talk. As you can see, this video is probably getting a little lengthy, but
for real.
we love to talk. We love to hear stories, and we love to help out. So if you want to be a guest, come on the show. If you want to leave a review, we'd love you. We love you. We love you. Leave a review. Let us know how you feel. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We love the support we're getting. Keep showing it, and let's build something incredible. Let's do it as
Let's
a team.
build, bro. Let's get to work, bro.
Let's get to work. We'll catch y'all in the first episode you watch. Peace out.
Peace.